Good morning. Welcome to the first installment of a video series we are calling Management Reminders. Our target audience is mainly first-time managers transitioning from individual contributor work to management, but ideally anyone who has a management role could benefit from these videos. Each video will have a management concept we think is worth digging into a little bit and hopefully can prompt some good thinking or discussion with other managers. And by the way, I'm Matt Lay, lead consultant for Lay Brothers Consulting. So without further ado, our first concept that we're going to be looking at is the fact that management is a zero value add proposition. And what we mean by that is that management work, unlike individual contributor work, does not add direct value to the company. Management, in a sense, is an add-on to direct work because an organization is grown in size and needs some structure as to how to run itself. If you have 1, 2, 3 people in an organization, there's really no need for management. You can get together and talk and carry it out. But as an organization grows, there is that need for management. And so management, once an organization is at a certain size, does become an essential part of the business. But it's important to remember that that type of work does not add direct value to the business. And that usually is a difficult concept for a lot of first-time managers, particularly, to get their heads around, because normally the person who's moved into management has been a very successful individual contributor, and so they've been successful by adding value more and more to the business. And so as you transition into management, the things that got you there are not necessarily the things that are going to make you successful. Because as you are an individual contributor, whether it's making a product, being an analyst and doing analytics, whatever it is that your business is engaged in, that's that direct value that adds value to your customer, value to your business. That is what defines your success. But when you move into management, your role is no longer that adding direct value, but it's creating space, it's holding space, it's adding clarity, it's creating efficiencies for the people who are actually doing the day-to-day work that adds value for your business. So that's not to say that as a manager you are not adding value to the business, but that by creating that space and clarity, you are allowing other people to be more efficient in the way they add value. So when management is done well, it actually is a value multiplier, because as you have more people reporting to you, as you have more of an influence on a larger area of the business, you have the opportunity to create value opportunities for your direct reports and the people who report to them over time by creating better space and clarity in the work that they do. And it's, we think, an important distinction to hold, in that when you are doing management work, if you're a people manager, you may have individual contributor portions of your job where you're adding direct value. You may have that analytical report that you're just really good at, that you're going to keep doing. But when you're doing management, you're not doing the same type of value work for your company. And so if you are in a management position and you're trying to continue to be successful by doing your direct value add, you are, in a sense, abandoning your responsibilities and the people who report directly to you in the work that you do. And it's just, we think, an important distinction to go into your day saying, how much of my time am I spending on management, and how much of my time am I spending on individual contributor? And if you're a manager of people, we recommend at least 25% to 35% of your time be spent on direct management work, because that's about what it usually takes to help create a good environment for your people to be successful and flourish. So that's our first concept, is the reminder that management itself is a zero value add proposition for your business, even though it's an essential part of a growing business and a business of size. And as a manager, to understand that that is what is your role, to create space, hold space, add clarity, and create efficiency opportunities so that you can multiply the value of the people who work directly and report to you.